Why did you do what you did?
Man.
Cause I'm here. I wanna go home. Cause I'm here right now in this interview telling you why I did what I did. Cause I'm a man, nigga. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I'm standing on business as a man, nigga. I'm speaking what I did.
Yeah.
You said
this why I did.
Said why he did it, basically.
He can't. That's what I'm trying to make you say. What the can he say? Why you did that? What can you say? Besides, nigga, what can you say that'll make anybody in the world be like, I understand. What can you say?
Just incredible! Now, Young Thug has had a hell of a week. We had a ton of his jail calls hit the internet.
Yes, sir.
His interrogation audio has
yes,
also been a big
sir.
topic of conversation.
All right, Rob, hold up.
Hold
up, Rob. We're gonna go to Rob as the source, right? I mean, pretty sure he watched the entire interview. I've seen clips, but I wanted to go to somebody who I'm sure, watched the entire, long ass interview with Thug sitting down with Big Bank, talking about the YSL trial, his cause that has been getting leaked, the interrogation tape, the snitch allegations, and all that good stuff, man. We just want to hear Thug's perspective, and I don't want to go and watch that full entire interview. Y'all know how I do. If it's too long, if it's over an hour or two, I'm going to whoever can condense the content and give it to me straight raw. That's crazy. Pause. That's crazy. That can break down the interview no longer than 20-25 minutes, right? So we got Rob, who's a journalist who's been around for quite some time, worked for some of the biggest media sources and platforms that cover hip-hop. So we're going to hear what Dog got to say about the situation. Without further ado, Rob, it is, and y'all know him and Drake been going back and forth lately. I don't know where that shit began, but Drake let it be known about Boy, and he had his clap back, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see what this conversation was about. Without further ado, Rob, it is right back on you.
And then Thug's song and video called Closing Arguments hit the internet also, right? It was a leak. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. But last night, an interview that he did with Big Bank for Bank's Perspektives series, I'm putting the link in the description right now.
That shit was 3 hours long, fam.
But it's worth the watch. So
3 hours long, fam.
Big Bank hit the
3 hours long, fam. That's literally like driving from Sac to goddamn Santa Cruz type shit. Like that's how you watch a video like that. But for 3 hours, like you gonna watch it, come back to it, watch it. Like I don't be having time for none of that. Like that is crazy. But we here now. I can't wait to hear what he had to say about Gunna, cause I think him and Gunna is like the biggest topic of conversation. I know Lil Woody and Yak, all them guys, I'm pretty sure they got bought up, but I want to hear him, talk more about Gunna and how he feel about Gunna, because he was pushing a hard line when it came to Gunna snitching and all that. He was pushing the hardest line. And it come to find out, you the same cat on the interrogation tapes talking that same type of talk, if not worse. When all he said was, YSL was a gang. He didn't give up no names. He didn't do, at least from our perspective and what we seen from the video that went out. Thug was talking like it was, he talking about, yo, y'all take the number in there. I'm like, yo, what? Bro, it was crazy. But let's see what he got to say, though.
And not necessarily that Bank is a journalist per se, I guess, in the trained format, but he has absolutely been in media for a number of years. I mean, he's great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was amazing last night in that interview. Bank started off asking Thug about his mentality, and they had a long conversation about
Yo, I just noticed bruh got the Drake, he got the Drake vinyl box. He got that shit taken down. Dog had the Nothing Was the Same. He had the Drake joint up there. He got it taken down. I'm hella weak. Oh, this nigga petty. I mean, nah, he ain't petty. He did what he was supposed to. Drake want to talk crazy on my name and fuck you, nigga. Word. That's hella funny to me. I just noticed that. All right, man. Mark, it's funny as hell.
11 cousins come over and you got to make the food stretch. How do you make food stretch? Thug talked about when he was young that his aunts and uncles would say, oh, you know, the kids carried roaches and just things like that. Things that when you grow up in poverty, I mean, these are stories that we heard that we know firsthand if you grew up in that type of
Yo,
poverty.
I'm gonna stop it right here real fast because I gotta preference this, right? Before we continue on with this, like when I hear a lot of the jail calls, I hear somebody. I obviously, right, pillow talking and all that, talking heavy shit, feeling neglected, feeling like you know, the world owed them something. I'm out of all of that, right? The bottom line is there's a lost soul there. Like there's so much there that needs to be unpacked, and the only way you able to unpack is if you have a therapy session. A lot of cats feel as though they don't want to tell their business. Like, I don't want nobody in my business. I don't want to feel like I'm talking. But therapy session helps you find this character within. Therapy session helps you find the real version of yourself within, and that's why it's highly important. Thug got to get back to loving self. He fell in love with the riches, you know, coming from rags. He fell in love with these guys that were around him who he thought were his friends. He fell in love with the idea of I'm rich, can't nothing fucking stop me. Outside of really loving himself, man. Like real talk. Them calls are very damaging. And I feel as though, well, I hope Thug, you know, took some type of accountability, because when you talk in these interviews, if you're not taking any type of accountability, that gives more room for fans to kind of drag your name more through the mud. And Thug don't need that right now. The nigga just beat a RICO charge, fam. Shit, I don't even like to say beat, because the goddamn restrictions and everything is crazy. It's like you still locked up. It's like you still in a chain game. So I just hope, you know, I hear some type of accountability, and you know, he apologized for a lot of the shit that he was saying about a lot of these dudes, because it's like, bro, like, you down bad, like, you gotta deal with that, like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these cats feel as though, you know, we were cool outside of all of this shit, so y'all should be trying to do what y'all can to help me. And it's just like, bro, like, niggas got real families and all that, like. Like, it's a use situation for the most part when it comes to these guys in that industry. So it's just like, bro, like, it's a lot I can say about that. But let's see, man. Let's see if Thug, you know, took it there with this one.
At all, you know, he grew to understand, but there still was a feeling of rejection, and that rejection made him seek love and loyalty from friends in his neighborhood. He talked about watching his brother get shot and die right in front of him when he was 9 years old.
That's tough.
And then his brother's funeral was on Thug's 10th birthday, so Thug was 9 at the time.
That's tough.
I guess about a week later, they're planning the funeral, and you know, it's about a week out from his 10th birthday.
That's tough. It's a lot of trauma there.
Watching.
I'm not surprised. It's a lot of trauma there, and as to be expected, coming from the inner cities of Atlanta, Thug literally came from the bottom. Like, you ever seen the videos of Thug, like the pictures of the boy teeth looked it crazy as a bitch, bro. Like, crazy. But, you know, with money, he made the transform, and you know, highly successful artist when it come to hip hop. And it's unfortunate that, you know, his reign was brought down in this manner, due to, you know, dishonor, due to, you know, folks want to see the demise, and folks is really at the end of the day looking out for themselves. And y'all talk that gang shit and that street shit, but at the end of the day, man, guys gonna look out for themselves, man. Especially when they got them babies, they got you know, the girlfriends and all that, and you know, motherfuckers don't be want to go down for nobody else shit though. Like, none of these guys, you know what I mean? Especially when you looking at years, man, they gonna get in there. Man, just bring me a hot dog, man. I'll tell you everything. Niggas be willing to take a hot dog, fam, with no ketchup and mustard. Real rap. And they gonna tell everything. So it's just like, ain't no friends in this street shit, man. Real talk. It's very few that's gonna hold it down for real. Bobby Schmurder, Bobby went down. Bobby did a 7-piece for real. For motherfuckers, bro. Like, that's crazy. But you know, it is what it is. You got something that's gonna hold and stand 10 toes, but most not though. If I'm being real, most are not gonna hold that and bite that bullet, man. Word up. And Thug, though he beat that bitch, man, but a lot of them niggas on that YSL. If you had YSL attached to their name, them niggas in there telling everything, bruh. Everything for grape soda pops with the lollipop on his side. Real rap.
I said that he thought he was whole. He thought he was all right into this situation. But Bank, and back to Bank, because this is a lot about Bank and giving praise to Bank. Bank pushed back. He challenged Thug.
Good.
You know, he didn't attack him.
Good.
It wasn't like a gotcha interview or anything like that, but really just a masterclass of how to sit, listen, but still offer perspective and hold somebody accountable. You know, he pushed back and he told him,
hold accountable. Be an effective listener. And communicated quite well with Thugger is what I'm hearing. And that's what Thug needs. He needs somebody to just listen. Right now he's being attacked by the world, but this interview sound like Bank was there to just listen to him and give him pushback when he need to, not when he want to. We might have to go watch this interview, bro. We might have to go watch this interview.
Do you not understand your prayers got answered?
Yeah, you understand that, but you also listening to people tell you like, well, you the wizard. You ain't going to prison. And then you gotta understand, man, I was in jail 3 years, bro. Like, I was praying 3 whole years. At some point, I started thinking like the prayers ain't working. You gotta understand that too.
boom. So Thug also talked about the leak. Jail calls.
Yeah, but what the fuck they got to do with you being out? Your prayers being answered and you changing your way of viewing things, Thug. Thug, he's in that little clip that came off like a yeah but nigga, like yeah but like it ain't no but to it, bro. Literally, you've been blessed, been given the opportunity to walk down a righteous path and leaving all this silly shit behind, and then you get out and you listen to. That's why I'm saying Thug don't love himself, bro. Like anybody that hold that much weight in somebody else's opinion is clearly not in tune with self. Clearly, bro, it's a lot to unpack there with Thug, bro. He's literally going through a lot. And again, I've never did jail time, but I'm pretty sure, bro, when you in that box, 23-1, that shit sends you. I know for a fact because I got family that done been through that shit, bro. That whole system. That it turns you into a maniac for real. So him getting out, again, therapy sessions, he needed something in place before they was just like, yo, all right, Thug, you good. Bye. Go jump in your Lambo and all that and get back to your family and all that. But there's still a lot of shit there before. He should have been closed off from the internet. He should have been closed off from people and just got right mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I'm telling you right now, all of this shit wouldn't even be happening. He getting out preaching this rat shit and it's just too much, Thug. It was too much.
He spreads faster. But I'm listening to these things too, and I said, listen, yes, gotta hold him accountable for what he says, but also I haven't been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people listening and consuming this stuff haven't been in those situations, faking a RICO, having your freedom on the line.
Real talk.
I have family members who've been in that.
Give a fuck, bro. You start lashing
cousin
out,
who's
going
like
off
in
on
prison.
any and everybody.
I just kind of put myself in their shoes, and sometimes
When the world feel like it's stumbling on you, bro, you just start going. You don't care what you say. All you see is red, bro. That's it. Bro damn near had his whole life taken from him. And then the people who he called homies is the ones that's telling and giving the info up. Like, instead of letting them boys do the Fed boys do their job, like, nah, they ain't gotta do their job because this man's them sitting right there telling everything, bro. Like, so it's just like at this point, Thug he felt like he ain't got shit to lose. He felt like he lost everything. Ain't no telling if he coming home or not. He gonna be going off, and that's exactly what was happening. Nigga was just going off in the moment, bro. Like, you 23-1, bro. Like, in the box for 23 hours. What? Nigga, bro. You don't know how you gonna react and respond to shit like that. And that's exactly, man. That boy, man, he was just, in them little calls, man, he was just speaking his mind, man. I ain't give a fuck. At this point, he didn't care. Like, especially if he just felt like, damn, like, if my right hand shit, them niggas on some shit too. Speaking on amongst the artists, right, who he felt like he had relationships with, like, he probably thinking on them niggas too, like, man, them niggas, man, he can't trust nobody at this point.
Besides some fuck nigga shit, what can you say that'll make anybody in the world be like, I understand? What can you say? Nigga, I created you, nigga.
Damn.
Well, God created you, but I helped. I was a part of your journey. I've been with you the last 10 years. I spent more time with you than my girl, bro.
So again, going back to Bank, because again, I mean, there's
so the Gunna shit really touched the heart and the soul of I think out of all of this, that's what hurt Thug the most, is Gunna saying what he said. Cause literally, this shit was built on YSL being a gang. So when he said that, it literally put the feds up 20-30 on the scoreboard for real. So it really could have hurt Thug's case. But from my understanding, the legal representation for Thug saying that didn't do nothing. Like, they didn't even care to even use that in you know, during the trial and all of that. So I'm like, but Thug, he's hell bent on, I don't know. I just don't know though. I don't know. Let's finish this though. But again, I can see why he felt disloyal. The nigga said, nigga, I done been with you the past 10 years, been with you more than my girl. Like, that sounds like some crazy. I mean, he sounded very invested in Gunna and helping Gunna be as, you know, as impactful as he is in this industry as much as he is.
We on perspectives. So you give me your perspective on how you feel and how you was raised, the shit you stand on. But how do a nigga move forward? Because a nigga can't, like, that shit, you can see that shit consuming a nigga. What the music
You gotta let it go, Slime.
Why that shit ain't that? The fuck is a nigga thinking
And he got records.
I just don't got my twin, bro. I don't got my friends, bro. I'm just fucked up, man. I'm fucked up, bro.
Damn.
The nigga who I be with every day, I don't got him no more, bro. I'm fucked up, bro.
So,
See what I'm
that's
saying?
how powerful this interview got, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And it's to be expected. Like, now you ain't got who you thought were your friends with you. It's like a relationship for real. If you don't find time within that relationship, whether you've been with somebody for 5, 10 years, like, you still have to have self-identity. If you don't have self-identity, it's going to be hard when all of that shit is stripped from you.
These niggas talk to hoes about me. These niggas do all type of shit. I still love them niggas. I still just, I love y'all niggas. Fuck that, man. That's just how he is when it come to girls. It's all right. I love him. That's just how he is. That's just how he is.
But I'm saying, a nigga gonna carry that shit forever. A nigga gonna try to heal.
It's gonna be hard. And Thug is in a place of vulnerability. He's in a place of struggle. He's in a place of pain. He's in a place of regret.
And that's why I look at niggas like you, cause guess what? I respect you, cause you don't take nigga sides. You don't do certain things. You tell us what's right and what's wrong. Cause you're an older street nigga. You're an OG. You tell us what's right and what's wrong. I live all these morals with niggas who came in the game with me, bro. I teach all these niggas do sucker shit toward me, bro.
He's in a place of just not knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Then when you ain't have the proper guidance, bro, a lot of his guidance came from people who wanted to reap the benefits of his success. That shit ain't guidance. Guidance is somebody who's known you since you were 12, since you were goddamn 5, 12, 15 years old, and seen you come up as an adult. They know you, the real you. They know how you operate. They know how you speak. They know, you know, it's a level of, you know, guidance when it comes to those who really know you and not this persona. And Thug ain't got that. And it's tough. You can see how emotional of a wreck he is. He's wrecked. And I feel bad. I mean, because I believe in change. And Thug may have made some fucked up decisions in his life, but that don't necessarily mean we got to hold that against him. You dig? If you did the time, you did the time. Like, now it's time for you to change. And once we see the change amongst all this silly shit, like, we can go back and respect it, the man that he is and who he's becoming to be. But it's really, really unfortunate, bro, that the boy said he ain't got his people with him. It's like he don't even want to put out music. Like, he can't even get back to what he fell in love with, because let's be real, street niggas be falling in love with music and what it can do for you. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't, the cards that he would have wanted for himself. I believe that wholeheartedly. Man, that nigga was in the streets, man. Like, somebody said, yo, you should rap, and then boom, there you have it. Now he's just one of the, the biggest, artists and coming out of ATL type shit. But yeah, Thug gotta seek therapy. He gotta get a lot of help. He gotta do a self-reflection type therapy too. Like, he gotta do a lot of self-talk. He gotta really look himself in the mirror and ask himself, yo, what do I want? What do I want? Damn, that's sucked up, bro. That should make me want to go watch the whole shit now. That boy's crying. He was literally holding back tears, bro, wiping away those that did fall too. So, to even talk, like I said, the OG, he's talking from a place of, damn, I knew dog when I was little and all that. I've seen him not take sides, and so OGs are very, very important, and mentors are very pivotal in one's growth, for real. So if you don't have it, seek to find somebody who you can go and talk to, who just know you personally. Not this online persona, not none of this internet niggas listening to the internet and basing their opinions off the internet. Go talk to somebody who can get deep down with you in the trenches when it comes to your emotion and controlling that part. Damn, that's crazy.
And Bank, you could tell that he really cared. You could tell that he really wanted to give Thug space to express himself, but also hold him accountable and bring a positive resolution. He talked about unifying the city and
yeah, man, I think I heard enough, man. Salute to Rob. I'm going to end that video right there, man. I'm going to close it out right there. Rob, man, I appreciate you, bro, for even, doing what you do on your channel, man. I like going to you and your, to learn your perspectives. As I'm just my thoughts, not a podcast. I like his perspective because it come from a place of just having understanding and clarity of how this shit works for real. So appreciate you, Rob. It's the boy Fanatic. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, share the video. The original link to this one here will be down in the description box below. Y'all make sure y'all get down there and tap in with the actual video. But it's about that time, man. I gotta go.
Shorty, how you ride from the road with a G? The name Polo, I know you heard about me. I'm a walking native, I'm just trying to win. She like a nigga swag.